It's a big moment for India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be in Japan's Hiroshima for today to May 21 for the Group of Seven, which is G7 summit. He is expected to address sessions at the G7 summit on subjects like peace, stability, gender equality and climate change. Remember, Japan, which is hosting the G7 this year, has invited India as the guest country. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that India has established a global reputation. Now, Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra said that India's participation in the G7 summit signals increasing recognition that New Delhi should be a part of any serious effort to resolve global challenges. Now, Prime Minister Modi is scheduled to have over 40 engagements with over 24 world leaders as well as bilateral meetings.
The G7 countries totally represent almost 47% of the global GDP and 10% of the world's population. I am in Hiroshima, where the G7 Hiroshima summit will be taking place, and India has been invited for the outreach session. There are 3 outreach sessions where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be a participant. So what is on Prime Minister's agenda? With me is Indian Ambassador to Japan. Ambassador George, really appreciate your time on a bright day, and the weather is quite pleasant here.
Thank you very much. We look forward to the visit of Honorable Prime Minister to Hiroshima tomorrow. As you are aware, in March, Prime Minister of Japan, Mr. Kishida, had visited India, met our Prime Minister and personally invited him to come to Hiroshima summit. And the invitation has been accepted, and he is coming here tomorrow. We look forward to the visit.
Particularly the significance of Hiroshima in the backdrop of an ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. You have an aggressive China and also the tensions in North Korea. Do you think the G7 countries will be able to send that important message of nuclear disarmament?
India always stands for peace. As you are aware, our position on Russia-Ukraine issue has been well articulated by our leadership in the past on many occasions, including at the UN Security Council when we were a member of the UN Security Council. So India always stands for peace. Prime Minister has made it very clear that this is an era of peace and not of war. That continues to be our position.
India has said, yes, you rightly said, and that has been included in the statement that was issued also, that this is an era of peace. That is why perhaps the unveiling of the Gandhi bust becomes important. Gandhi being established in Hiroshima.
Gandhi is a symbol of peace. In fact, United Nations unanimously adopted October 2nd as the International Day of Non-Violence. So the presence of Gandhi in Hiroshima is a very important development and is a contribution of India to the peace in the world.
Let's talk about Hiroshima and the significance of powerful nations meeting in Hiroshima and 8 countries, including India, being invited. India being seen as the representative of Global South.
See, India is a very important partner in today when it comes to peace and stability and also prosperity. If you look at it, India is the largest populated country in the world. We are 1/6 of the total population of the world. It is the 5th largest economy in the world. It has one of the largest youth population in the world. So India is a country which is being recognized as an important partner by all across the globe, including the G7 countries. So our participation in this important summit is very important. We look forward to a very successful summit participation by India in coming days.
Now, CNN News 18's Maryashakil spoke to 70-year-old Midori Koyama, who is a resident of Hiroshima, on the significance of Gandhi bust in Hiroshima. Let's listen in.
The Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park has been barricaded because the G7 leaders will be moving around in that park. You can see massive police presence there. With me, someone who is a resident of Hiroshima here. Midori Koyama is 70 years old, and and we are standing in front of what stands as a living testimony of the destruction of war?
I think that memorial park, this statue is like for people remember the terrible war, and we don't want to make the world destroy again. We hope worldwide peace. So this is very important to remember that, I think.
And it's here that Indian Prime Minister will be unveiling a Gandhi bust. The big message of peace that will be coming from India. Do you think it's important to remember Gandhi, particularly in these times? These are troubled times for the world.
Well, he is a very, very great person, and he is the historical great person of the world. So Japanese people learn when they are in elementary school. We learn about him in junior high school, and he did very no violence, no resistance, and many times he got into jail, but he didn't stop it. So he is very great and make India a wonderful place. And now for Japanese people, his statue will come to Hiroshima. It will be a very big point for peace, I think.
What does Gandhi mean to you?
Well, for me, yeah, he's just a great person. If I were he, I want to do something to independent from UK, but I probably use violence, weapon, I think. But he didn't, never. However, he got very bad things, but he didn't. So he is so great person, I think.
And do you think it's important to talk about what Gandhi stood for in these times?
I think so.
In the backdrop of Russia-Ukraine war?
Well, I think that's the same. No violence, no weapon. I won't make them feel, take them back their peaceful. So I hope so.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.